Mag-answer tayo ng ilang questions on logic and proof. Start tayo sa inference. Example, determine the rule of inference used. If it rains, then the ground gets wet. It rains, therefore the ground gets wet. Okay. So before that, pag-usapan natin muna yung ilang mga basic concepts and terms na ginagamit natin sa logic. Number one, meron tayong mga tinatawag na propositions. Okay? Pag sinabing propositions, sila yung mga statements na merong truth value. Ina-assign natin yung truth value as either true or false. For example, let's say it rains. So this one is a proposition. Ang ginagamit natin na letter sa mga propositions usually ay P, Q. Kapag marami pa, nag-a-add tayo ng R, S. Yan, no? So yun yung mga proposition. So yung proposition natin, pwede siyang simple proposition. Pag simple proposition, it cannot be broken down. Okay? For example, it rains. Hindi mo na siya mabibreak down into simpler statements. Okay? So yun yung mga simple or tinatawag nating atomic propositions. After that, meron pa tayong mga compound. Kapag compound propositions, gumagamit na tayo ng mga connectors. For example, gumagamit tayo ng not. Okay, not ang basa dyan. Or sometimes, ganito yung itsura niya. Gumagamit din tayo ng or, and. So, yung mga yan. Okay? Gumagamit din tayo ng itong arrow na to. Ito, ginagamit natin to sa mga conditional proposition. Kapag conditional, meron yung if-then statement. So, mamaya mag-example tayo. And then, meron tayong ganito. Ito, this is biconditional. Biconditional. Okay? So, kapag gumamit tayo ng mga connectors na yan, meron na tayong compound proposition. Okay? For example, yung P natin, it rains. Yung Q natin, the ground gets wet. Okay? So, pwede nating sabihin na kapag gumagamit tayo ng and, P, and Q, it rains and the ground gets wet. Kapag if then naman, if it rains, then the ground gets wet. Okay? Kapag gumagamit tayo nito, P implies Q, yun yung basa natin, no? P implies Q. Ang tawag natin dito is the antecedent. Or yung pwede nating isipin na cause. And then yung Q, consequent. Or the effect. Pwede nyo isipin the effect. So, yun yung mga basic terms na kailangan nating malaman. Okay? Now, kapag rules of inferences, ang tinitingnan natin dyan, yung validity ng isang argument. So, mamaya, papakitaan ko kayo ng ilan pang mga example. Alright? So, basta tandaan nyo to, yung proposition, simple or atomic proposition. Compound, gumagamit na tayo ng mga connectors like not or negation, or, and, itong arrow na to, ibig sabihin yan, if-then statement or conditional statement. And then ito, biconditional statement or if and only if. Sometimes, makikita nyo siya as ganito. Okay? Alright. So, for example, ito pala yung mga rules natin. Number one, yung modus ponens. Itong modus ponens, so if you're going to read this, P implies Q. P, therefore, Q. Ito, tawag natin dito is yung ating argument. Yung argument natin, it is composed of the premises, premise 1, premise 2, and then conclusion. Okay? So, ang rules of inference, for example, let's say yung P natin ay I eat. And then yung Q natin, I'll be full. So, kung i-convert natin yan dito, I eat. If I eat, then I'll be full. I eat. Therefore, I will be full. Okay? Kapag ganyan, modus ponens yan. Okay? So, this one is a valid argument. So, logically, nagfa-follow yung conclusion based sa ating mga premises. Next, modus tollens. Kapag modus tollens, P implies Q, not P. Therefore, not Q. Okay? Example tayo. Let's say yung P natin is the machine is on. And then yung Q natin, the light is on. So, kung i-convert natin dito, if the machine is on, then the light is on. The machine is not on. Therefore, the light is not on. Okay? So, yun yung modus tollens. Next, hypothetical syllogism. Kapag hypothetical syllogism, P implies Q. Q implies R. Therefore, P implies R. Okay? So, for example, let's say na yung P natin, it rains. So, yun yung simple proposition natin. Yung Q natin is the ground gets wet. And then yung R natin, the plants or the grass grows. Okay? So, i-convert natin siya dito. So, we're going to have, if it rains, then the ground gets wet. If the ground gets wet, then the grass grows. If it rains, therefore, if it rains, then the grass grows. So, this is also a logical statement. So, yung conclusion natin, it logically follows your premises. Tawag natin dito, hypothetical syllogism. So, as you can see, meron tayong tatlo. Okay? Tatlong proposition, simple proposition. So, yun yung basic requirement natin dito. Next, yung disjunctive syllogism. So, gumagamit tayo dito ng disjunction or. So, P or Q, not P. Therefore, Q. For example, yung P natin, it rains or it is raining. Yung Q natin, it is sunny. So, it is raining or it is sunny. It's not raining, therefore it is sunny. Okay? So, yan yung disjunctive syllogism. Next, addition. So, addition, meron tayong P, therefore, P or Q. Okay? Let's say, yung P natin is, it's raining. And then yung Q natin, it's sunny. So, it's raining, therefore, it's raining or sunny. Okay? So, itong rule of inference na to sa addition, it's also logical. Alright? Next. Yan. P and Q. Therefore, P. For example, yung P natin ganun pa rin. It's raining. It's raining. And then yung Q natin, it's windy. Yan. So, dito sa simplification, it's raining and it's windy. Therefore, it's raining. Okay? So, yan yung simplification. Next, conjunction. Kapag conjunction, P, Q, therefore, P and Q. So, kung nangyari to mga premises na to, then, meron tayong conjunction ng dalawang proposition na yan dun sa ating conclusion. So, for example, it's raining, yung P natin, it's raining. Yung Q natin is, it's windy. Ganun pa rin. So, dito, it's raining, it's windy. Therefore, it's raining and it's windy. Okay? So, yan sa conjunction. So, again, this is and. So, yung kanina na example natin, yun ay modus ponens. Okay? So, dito tayo sa example number 2. Determine the rule of inference use. If Maria studies, then she will pass the exam. If Maria passes the exam, then she will graduate. Therefore, if Maria studies, then she will graduate. So, obviously, this is hypothetical syllogism. Okay? So, hypothetical syllogism, again, P implies Q. Q implies R. Therefore, P implies R. Okay? Next, so pwede nyong i-pause to and then balikan nyo yung mga rules of inference natin. So ito, baka wala kayong makita dun sa mga rules natin. Kasi itong argument na to is invalid. Invalid siya kasi ano nangyari? Dito sa premise natin to. Okay? Sa premise natin, wherein meron tayong biconditional statement. Okay? I mean conditional statement. If, then, ito yung antecedent natin. And ito yung consequent. Ang ginawa natin dun sa premise number 2, nenegate natin yung antecedent. Okay? Ito, bawal yan. Kasi this is fallacy. Okay? This falls into the fallacy of denying the antecedent. Kapag ganyan, invalid agad yung argument natin. Pwede nyo namang isipin to. Sabi dito, if a number is divisible by 4, then it is even. The number is not divisible by 4. Therefore, the number is not even. So, yung 2, hindi naman siya divisible by 4. Pero, even naman yung number. So this counterexample invalidates this whole argument. And again, this is a fallacy of denying the antecedent. Alright, dito tayo sa mathematical logic. Okay, for example, determine whether P or Q implies Q or P is a tautology, contradiction, or satisfiable, but not a tautology. So kapag tautology, always true. Okay, always true tayo dyan. Kapag contradiction, always false. And then kapag satisfiable but not tautology or tinatawag nating contingent, minsan may true, minsan may false. Okay? So yan, sometimes true, sometimes false. Alright? So, sagutan natin siya dito. So, ang gagawin natin dito, yung tinatawag nating truth table. Kapag truth table, didetermine muna natin ilan yung mga simple proposition na ginamit. 1, 2. Okay? So, 2 letters yung ginamit natin, P and Q. So, ang truth table natin, yung rows niya is 2 raised to n. So, this is 2 raised to 2, which is 4. Gagawa tayo ng 4 rows. So, susulat muna natin, dito siya, 1, 2, 3, 4. O, basta 4 rows siya, no? So, tanggalin ko na lang to. So, yung P, lagi tayong mag-start dito sa P, yung unang na-mention. Maglalagay lang tayo ng mga truth values, true, true, false, false. And then yung Q, true, false, true, false. Ang ginawa natin dito, lahat ng possible combination ng mga true or false or ng mga truth values natin, kailangan mag-a-appear siya dito sa first 2 columns natin. Okay? So, again, true, true. Meron tayong true, true dito sa first column. Meron tayong true, false. Meron tayong false, true. And meron tayong false, false. Okay? So, now, after that, ilagay natin si P or Q. Okay? Si P or Q. Ang tawag dito sa P or Q, again, is disjunction. Kanina na-mention natin yung disjunction. Now, titingnan natin ano ba yung truth value ng disjunction. Nagiging true, okay, ang disjunction if 1 is true. Kapag may nakita kayong isang true, is either P or Q, automatic, yung disjunction natin is true. So, sa first column, true yan. Second column, true kasi may presence ng isang true dito. Sa third column, true pa rin. And then yung fourth column is false kasi absent yung true. Okay? So, dito sa disjunction, sa third column natin, true, 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 false. And then, dito naman tayo, Q or P. So, yung Q natin, T, T, so this is true. F, T, true pa rin yan. And then, TF, true pa rin. FF, this is false. Okay? Ginamit natin yung disjunction. Ang ginagawa natin dito, nagwo-work tayo outwards. So, nagsisimula tayo sa mga nasa loob na mga statements and then palabas tayo. So, ginagamit natin, ina-exhaust natin lahat ng operators. Okay? And then lastly, P or Q implies Q or P. So, ito, ayan, conditional na to, implication na yan. Ano yung magiging truth value ng implication? Magiging true lang yan, okay, sulat ko dito, implication. Sa implication, kapag yung P natin is true, okay, and yung Q natin is false, then the implication is false. All other cases, true na yon. Okay? So again, kapag yung antecedent natin is true and yung consequent natin is false, yung implication natin is false. Otherwise, true yan. Okay? So, ang titingnan natin dito, itong column na to, P or Q, and then itong Q or P. Titingnan natin yung implication. Okay? So, dito, true, tsaka true. True yan. Basta hindi siya true implies F, no? So, dito tayo, true and true, true pa rin yan. True and true, true pa rin. F and F, true pa rin. Okay? So, yung sa last column natin, nakita nyo, true lahat yung values natin. Kapag true lahat, anong sagot? Tautology. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang sagot natin dyan is tautology. Kasi yung disjunction, commutative yan. Dito, tsaka dito. No? Disjunction, yan parehas, and commutative, pare-parehas lang yan ng truth values. Okay? Kumbaga, logically identical sila. So, ang answer natin dito is tautology based dito sa last column natin. Okay? Next, determine whether P implies Q and P implies not Q is a tautology, contradiction, or satisfiable but not tautology, or tinatawag natin contingent. Okay, dito tayo. Start muna tayo sa P. Meron tayong TTFF. And then sa Q, TF, TF. And then tingnan natin may negation kasi dito. So sige, ilagay na rin natin si not Q. Kapag negation, i-negate mo lang yung truth value niya. So, from true magiging false, false magiging true, true magiging false, and false magiging true. And then, start tayo dito. P implies Q. So, again, kapag implication, kailan siya magiging false? Kapag yung antecedent natin is true and yung consequent natin is false, magiging false yung implication. Okay? So, nasan yung P natin? Tingin tayo dito sa first and then sa second column. Okay? So, T, ano to? T rin to, no? T, this is true. TF, ito, false yan. FT, true yan. And then FF, true din yan. Okay? So, tapos na tayo dito sa P implies Q. Dito naman tayo sa P implies not Q. P implies not Q. So, titingin kayo dito sa first column natin and then dito sa third column. So, ito, TF, false yan. TT, true yan. FF, true. And then FT, true. Okay? Now, yung buong statement natin, P implies Q and P implies not Q. So, ang ginawa natin kanina, tinignan natin yung rule sa disjunction at saka sa implication. And then sa negation ngayon. Ngayon, meron tayo ditong conjunction. Kapag conjunction, magiging true lang siya if both of them, ito at saka to, ay true. Okay? So, titingin tayo dito at saka dito. Kapag true parehas yan, true din yung conjunction natin. So, sa first row, false. Second, false. Third, true. Last is true. So, as we can see, nag-appear si false, nag-appear si true. Automatic, hindi yan tautology. Okay? So, this one is satisfiable but not a tautology. Okay? Satisfiable but not a tautology or contingent. Okay? Next. Yan. Determine whether P and not P or Q or not Q is a tautology, contradiction, or satisfiable but not a tautology. Solve natin siya dito. Start tayo sa P. So, meron tayong true, true, false, false, and then Q, true, false, true, false. Ilagay natin si not P. Negate lang natin yung mga truth values niya. So, this will be false, false, true, true. And then, ilagay din natin si not Q. Not Q is false, true, false, true. Alright. Now, dito tayo sa P and not P. Anong rules nga natin sa conjunction? Sige, ilagay natin dito. Conjunction. Kapag conjunction, magiging true lang siya kapag pareha sila is true. Okay? So, titingnan natin ito. And ito. So, yung first row, false agad. Second, false. Third, false. And then last, false din. Kasi walang both true. Okay? So, false lahat yan. Dito tayo sa Q and not Q. Q and not Q. Alright. Dito tayo titingin sa Q tsaka not Q. Yung Q natin and not Q, first row, this is false. Second, false. Third, false. and last, false. Okay? And then, dun tayo sa buong statement. P and not P, or Q and not Q. So, dito tayo titingin, and dito. Alright. So, dito, this is or disjunction. Kapag disjunction, ano yung rule natin? Kapag disjunction, magiging true siya kahit yung isa lang ay true. So, as you can see, dito pa lang, false na. Dito, false. Dito, false. And then lastly, false. Lahat sila false. Anong tawag natin dyan? This is contradiction. Contradiction.